this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Justice Hill. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devin White in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Ito Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check three.
To throw again, Perkins. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Go! Ricky. Rush in. Shoot!
From the gun, Perkins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Mike, 58, right there. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Go. 58, boys. 58. Go out. I got one. Jim. Hey, wahoo. Now.
On 4th down, Perkins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Down. 10-2 stop. 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Alert flare. Be careful.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Tucker, and he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Check back 50. Hey, come on. Get it.
Right back to him on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, it's Hardy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards. The pickup, 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. You better bring it. Check. 80 weapons. Hey, Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Everyone got 4 down. Hey, Echo. Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun. Zimmer looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. No score after 1 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to throw. Landry, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Landry. This will be caught by Brown. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. Tucker, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, hey, Charlie. Slam. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Landry. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Set. 70. Indy. X3. 218. Chopper.
On 1st down, Landry. That's complete to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, Orbit.
Off the play fake. Landry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot. As he tried to pull that one in, couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down and 9 yards to go.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Yes. Rock it. Mike's 54. Tighten up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. On the draw, this is Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
He wasn't ready.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. It's Tucker, and some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Get that quarterback. Ready?
Back to throw. Zimmer. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Tucker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Zimmer. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Seventh play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Delta. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coming. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey, get in the weight room. Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the gun, Zimmer. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw. Zimmer looking down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the whip.
Again, it's Smith. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Bam! Go! Go now! Hey, seam 6!
Back to throw. Perkins completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Perkins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Zimmer. That's complete to Jake Butt. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Zimmer nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You're out. Sponge. No. Check down.
And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
A 1st down carry for Smith. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. I'm here all day. Hey, exit. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Get it.
Off play action. Perkins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 18 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd down. 46-yard line.
25. Check 25. Check 25. General West. Hey, Haywood. 54. Ready?
2nd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now the defense going to use the first of their Timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Stop your whining.
Bravo.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
45. Mike, 45. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Perkins. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Undercrush. Hatchet. Look at me. Zipper.
Kill.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slip.
Yeah. Hey, Echo.
Hey.
Go on.
50 to Mike.
From the gun, Zimmer. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Zimmer looking downfield for Godwin. He's got him in. Complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Zimmer, quick hitter here, it's complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Zimmer. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Looking to throw. Perkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again. Perkins. Got him in. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Perkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Look at me. Score.
It's going to be a long day. Check it backer. Watch it.
Hey, high 7.
Safety creek. High 28.
Shoot.
On 4th down, Perkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Mike's 50. They can't hang with us. Mike's 50.
Yeah.
On first down, Zimmer. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, it's Tucker, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Zimmer. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Switch. 80 weapon. Ready.
From the gun, Zimmer. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Zimmer looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing. thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded at the 2. And he nearly takes it the whole way, but he stopped at the 4-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2nd and 4. This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Perkins. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
And didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Let's go.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. He gets it to Brown, complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Off the play fake, Perkins. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who throw it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go with the keeper. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Buccaneers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.